Hi Libra, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And this is your monthly forecast for May 2014. Librans, we begin this month with a new moon in Taurus, which is transiting your house of Scorpio, which suggests a focus on joint finances and partnerships. I think it's going to benefit you a lot if you could get along or into a partnership with somebody. It may not be exactly what you have in mind, Librans, but I think for now it seems to be a good thing for you. So do explore it. Don't sort of dismiss it and say, that, oh, partnerships and collaborations don't work for me and I need to be going solo. Keep that in mind. In any case, till 2015 October, we have Saturn that is ruling your house of finance. So money is a bit stretched for you. At the same time, till June, I think a lot of you will keep having these small opportunities that will keep coming your way. So make good use of these opportunities, Librans. Don't sort of just let it slip away, waiting for that perfect picture or that perfect job to emerge for you. So keep that in mind. This is also this house also is extremely multifaceted and multi-layered. And so while on the physical realm it speaks about sexuality, material possessions, on the emotional side it speaks about your fears, something which needs to get addressed. So it is a good opportunity for you to be addressing things that need to get sorted out and are there in your subconscious. It could do with your family. It may have to do with your children, but there seems to be a focus on the closest relationship. So I think you could be examining your past partnerships, your past relationships, and wondering as to what is it that went wrong. So a lot of post-mortem seems to be happening. But all I like to tell you from personal experience is that while it is good to evaluate the past and look at it and say, that all right, I know what it is and why is it that what went wrong. The trick is not to sort of keep holding it for a very long time. So look at it, see if you can address it and say that, okay, fine, I think I could maybe be I could be more flexible, or I could be maybe a better negotiator, or more wiser, less sharper. Various learnings that all of us have out of a certain experience or a partnership that didn't do well in the past. But post that, sort of just leave it to where it belongs. That's the reason why it's called your past and it's not your future. But at this point of time, I think beginning of the month, you could be doing a lot of examining over there. You also need to be extremely flexible this month, Librans. So while you are a zodiac which is about balance and it does not speak about extremes, but you can be incredibly stubborn as well. So this month, especially when we are speaking about collaborations, we are speaking about financial gain through partnership, it's extremely important that you stay flexible, that you stay open to a lot of ideas and explore them, examine them, and see as to how it is that things work out. You could also be trying to consciously, I think, which is a good thing for you, be getting rid of the old patterns, old habits. So for those of you who have been for the longest, you'll actually catch yourself thinking and saying that I do this way too often, let me not do this again, or oh, I just sounded too sharp, or maybe I'm taking too much of nonsense from friends at my work, let me stand up for myself. So either ways, whatever it is, an old pattern or habit that you've been struggling with, this is a time where you could be, or rather you would be changing it, breaking it. So I think that is absolutely brilliant for Mars that is going direct. So Mars has been retrograde since March, and now Mars decides to wake up on May 19th, and he's striding into your first house, and that's a bit dangerous because the first house is about self, and Mars is all about aggression. There's nothing diplomatic about Mars, the Martian energy. And this month you have to stay extremely diplomatic. And moment Mars walks in, he's going to make you rebel, question the whys and the hows, and why am I being treated like this, and why should I be like this, and why should I compromise. So there is going to be a complete contradiction for you this month, Librans. But I think knowing beforehand is being armed, right? So you be careful. You watch yourself. Try not to be. Just remember two, three things. You're not going to be sharp with your tongue. You're not going to be stubborn this month. And I think most importantly is as to the perception that we have as to what is it that we normally get hired for, or normally people like us for the of what it is that we project of ourselves. Are we kind? Are we compassionate? How do we bother to listen? And even though, and I've seen it a lot of times, people who are really rough on the outside will be the softest and the kindest people, but know that nobody has that kind of time to sit and figure out what's really inside you. So be very careful. The first house is also about how it is that others perceive you. And with Mars being out there, do not come across as this really aggressive and sharp person. Let that remember, or rather bring forth your diplomacy, bring forth your charm, your niceness, your compassion. Bring forth all that and project it outside Librans this month. I think it will work fantastically for you. And I don't think so you really have to pretend or try too hard for it. It's just, like I said, it's just the Martian energy. What you can do with the Martian energy when it comes into a first house, you can convert it productively and make it, be more courageous during that time. Maybe try and do things for yourself which you have not dared do earlier. Maybe you've always wanted to go for a trek. It's been your dream. Maybe it's been your dream to do scuba diving and you've not had the courage to do it. So do it this month. Use the energy to do things that you have always wanted to do for yourself. Mid-month we have the lovely Venus that is conjuncting with the bad boy Uranus, and this is going to be happening in a part of your house that has to do with partnerships, relationships. And now Venus, of course, that's your ruling planet, and we're all aware about the love, creativity and the charm and goodness Venus brings. And of course you have the wild boy Uranus that is going to be saying that I do not like this, I do not like relationships, I do not like the way that you are pretending and you being politically correct, and what nonsense, and we shall put the entire house upside down. Now Uranus, I think in a way, even though for some of you it could be a little painful in the sense that some relationships which have not been working out but on the surface have been fine may just break, you may just separate. And for some of you, I think there could be a lot of truth that you have not been wanting to hear, but you have sort of known subconsciously about it. The truth will come out for you and it will be a bitter pill to swallow. So either ways, even though Uranus, like I said, it brings about that suddenness with it, the chaos it brings about. But I think once, and since it's there with Venus, and it will balance it well. But I think once the debris settles down, you will know that on the hindsight, that it's good that you know as to what it is and how it is that things are. Avoid power struggles at all costs, Librans, at this point of time. It's really not worth it, and it's not advisable at all that you get into one big power struggle with anybody, especially since it's focused around your closest partnerships. I won't advise it at all that you get. There could be some form of an unexpectedness in your closest relationships, maybe things that you don't, it could be an unexpected and it could be in the nice way also. It doesn't have to be one of those nasty surprises, but could be something really nice and unexpected that your partner may do for you. So that's nice. Remember, key things for you this month, Librans, is to it's always better to play along than to play alone. Keep that in mind. That is the mantra for you this month. So have a brilliant May. I'll see you again in June, and thank you so much for watching.